Whoa, wait, I'm a little bit confused here. I am holding the Disney animated film that's all about dinosaurs, right? So is this guy right here the love monkey? Hey guys, this is Animat, and welcome back to Animat's Blu-ray Reviews. And today we're going to be taking a look at The Good Dinosaur, one of the two animated features that Pixar has released during 2015. And unfortunately, this is the lesser one, considering that it was released at the same time as Inside Out. Now, before that we do fully get into this movie, or like in the Blu-ray in this case, let's actually take a look into the film itself and see how that goes. Now, may I say that The Good Dinosaur, it definitely is good, but unfortunately it is not Pixar good. The strongest aspect of this film is absolutely the heart of the movie, which is the relationship between Arlo and Spot. It is definitely what carries the film, and it actually makes it one of the most heartfelt Pixar films out there. Plus the fact that it is filled with highly memorable characters, a lot of creative ones, and also some amazing backgrounds and amazing effects. Like, there's no denying that it's like some of Pixar's best work that they've done in that department. But unfortunately, it does have a bit of some of the problems. There is the fact that Arlo, individually, he is one of the weakest protagonists in any Pixar film. The story is a bit predictable, and like, I did say that even though like a lot of the characters are memorable, a lot of them, other than Arlo and Spot, like, they're just glanced over. They only appear in one scene and that's it. And also, the character design is just way too cartoony for its own good, especially the fact that this is one of the more serious Pixar films. This is not even a comedy, so the design doesn't even complement the story or the tone of the movie itself. So, like I said, it's good, but it's not Pixar good. So, anyways, with that said, let's just get down into the Blu-ray of this. And it does actually feature a lot of bonus material, and I actually put down the entire list myself. So, in terms of its bonus features, what it has, the first thing and foremost is that it has the animated short. It starts out with Sanjay's Super Team, which, if I could be honest, it's one of Pixar's best animated shorts that they have done. It's actually one of the very few shorts that I actually, like, when it was done, I thought to myself that I honestly would not mind to see, like, a full feature film of that. It's just, like, the concept is so amazing, and the story is just so unique. It's absolutely fascinating. Like, they actually did an amazing job. Maybe, like, arguably, they did a better job with Sanjay's Super Team more than they did with The Good Dinosaur. Another bonus feature that they have is called True Lies About Dinosaurs, and that one, honestly, that's a bonus feature that's made exclusively for kids, because it feels like it's really talking down to you regarding dinosaurs. It's like, oh, well, this movie is actually make-believe. Dinosaurs don't actually talk, and they don't actually do agriculture. They actually go do business, and they actually are evolved from birds. That's what scientists say. It's like, this is the legit bonus feature that's made just for kids. So that's definitely one that, like, any film buffs, or like if you're older than 12, then that's like one that you can skip. Another bonus feature that they have is called Recyclosaurus, and in that one, it's mostly a bit of a fodder. This is just like a filler bonus feature, but it's mostly to show how the entire crew and the people at Pixar, they just want to have fun, and like they have something that's based on The Good Dinosaur, where they basically had a contest to make their own dinosaur based on like recycled material, like using recycled material in order to make their Good Dinosaur themed project. Another one that we have is the filmmaker's journey, and this one might be a little bit controversial. On one hand, it actually is a pretty good bonus feature in itself. This is just like a short behind the scenes thing that mostly talks about the journey that the entire crew had to go through and talk about how Peter Sohn is a first-time director in this, and like mostly facing all the trials and tribulations that they had to go through in order to make this film. But on the other hand, there is that white elephant in the room that they only focus on that part. They're only telling part of the behind-the-scenes story of The Good Dinosaur. If you guys don't know, originally it had a lot of production troubles. This was originally thought up by Pixar story man Bob Peterson, but then somewhere in 2014, or in 2013 actually, they actually fired Bob Peterson because like it feels like that he doesn't really know what he was doing. So basically Bob Peterson got the Brenda Chapman treatment, like what happened to her in Brave, and they decided like they didn't really know what to do with it, and then finally they decided to give the directing job to Peter Sohn. So it is good in itself, but there is that awkward situation where they're not telling the complete story. And then there's another one called Every Part of a Dinosaur, and honestly, I thought that this would be like True Lies About Dinosaurs, where it's another like kids bonus feature telling you more about dinosaurs and stuff like that, but honestly, it's actually one of the best bonus features there is in this, because they actually talk about how they did the animation of The Good Dinosaur, like how they were inspired by many of the animals that they see and stuff like that, and like how they end up trying to make the characters move like how they are. It's actually really fascinating, and like I said, it's one of the best bonus features that there is, and it's honestly one of the most pleasant surprise that there is in this bonus feature. And then there is another one called Following the T-Rex Trial. Now this one is the real surprise in this. Now you'd think that they're just going to be talking about like the T-Rex characters in this and how they develop the characters and like how they bring in the voice actors and stuff like that, but far from it. Instead of focusing on the T-Rexes, they actually focused on the family that inspired the T-Rex, and it's actually quite unique. This is a family that they met somewhere in the US, and it's like a family of real ranchers, and like that's how they make their living. And they even have like they have 4 kids, all adopted from Haiti, and the crew just learns about like their lifestyle and all that stuff and all the elements they took from that family and interpret it into the T-Rexes. So just like Every Part of a Dinosaur, this was an absolute surprise, and it definitely is possibly the most heartfelt bonus feature that there is in this. It's actually really cute. It's actually really fascinating. It truly is one of the most unique stories that you could find about The Good Dinosaur, and overall that one was actually a really great bonus feature. Of course, you do get some of your other standard stuff, like you got just a small selection of deleted scenes, mostly from the beginning, like how you see why Arlo is so scared about life. Also, like Arlo bonding with his dad, and also one scene where like we discover that Arlo's dad is dead. So like, well, in a way, it's like a more exaggerated one than how we got in the movie, actually. Honestly, I will admit, like, it is a dark scene. Like, I understand why they had to take it out, but it's still not as brutal than what we got, where literally the dad is just standing there and then suddenly, whoop! Honestly, I was just there. It's like one of those moments that's like, you should not blink or else you're gonna miss the death scene. But yeah, other than that, there is also the commentary section where Peter Sohn brought in some of the crew members to discuss about The Good Dinosaur. That's pretty normal. There is also another one called Dino Bites, which is pretty much like a small 3 to 4 minute clip compilation of all the little pieces of animation that they've done in order to go and promote The Good Dinosaur. These are just small clips that they would use on the internet or on social media just to go and promote The Good Dinosaur. And finally, the last one that they have is Hide and Seek, and this one is a little bit iffy, because the thing is that I can tell that they were trying to make an animated short based on The Good Dinosaur, because that's a little bit standard. Like, I know that they would do, like, animated shorts that would be exclusive for, like, the DVDs, like Jack Jack Attack or Riley's First Date and stuff like that. I feel like with this one, they were trying to do some kind of animated short with hide and seek, but they decided to let it go. It's just, it ends up being less than a minute, and I feel less satisfied about it. But yeah, basically that's pretty much all the bonus features that you will have with The Good Dinosaur. Now, going a little bit more into the other aspects of this Blu-ray, as you could tell, this pretty much comes with your standard package. It has a Blu-ray, it has a DVD, and it also has a digital download. Now, the one thing I will say regarding this is that this actually has a little bit less than what you would expect than a Pixar film, because this only has one Blu-ray. Now, when you look at other Blu-rays of Pixar films like Inside Out per se, normally you would expect to find two Blu-rays. One that only has the movie and another that would have the bonus features. But this one, it feels like they might not put in a lot of effort into this. They only just put in one Blu-ray and that's it. They didn't really put in a lot into this, and you could really tell. And one of the things that I did notice that, like, they didn't put in as much effort as the other Pixar Blu-rays is that you may notice that they did include Sanjay's Super Team, but there's no behind-the-scenes factor about how they made Sanjay's Super Team. And, like, normally they would do that with all their other, like, shorts that are not based on other Pixar films. For example, like, in the Incredibles DVD, not only would they include the animated short of Hop, but they would also include a behind-the-scenes clip about the animated short. So, honestly, they didn't do as much with this, and it really shows with the factor that they only included one Blu-ray. So, overall, I would give this a little bit less than I would give the movie itself, and I'm gonna give the Blu-ray a 7 out of 10. Now, as a Blu-ray in itself, like, as it is, like, with The Good Dinosaur and stuff like that, this is pretty much the standard good quality Blu-ray that you would normally find that is pretty much worth the money that it cost. It has a pretty decent amount of bonus features, a lot of really fascinating ones, and, like, the ones that are really good, they do hold up like a pretty good surprise, and they do explain a lot of things that do make The Good Dinosaur unique. But there also include, like, a few filler ones that aren't necessarily useful, but overall, it's definitely an enjoyable Blu-ray. But I hate to do this comparison, but as a Blu-ray of a Pixar film, it definitely is lackluster. As I stated, there really isn't as much as they would put into, like, any of the other Pixar films, and considering that this is technically a financial flop, it really shows that Pixar didn't put in as much effort, and that's really what makes it a little bit disappointing as a Pixar Blu-ray. But considering that it is The Good Dinosaur, I guess, like, you couldn't ask for, like, so much for it. Like, as it is, I guess it's fine. So, my recommendation for it is that now that it's available to watch it at home, now it's the perfect time to watch it, like, to go and rent it and see the movie for yourself. Because if you're thinking about getting the Blu-ray, it will highly depend on how much you like this movie. If you highly enjoyed it, if you really love it, maybe even as much as the other Pixar films, then this is absolutely worth your money. However, if you're not a fan of it, if you really didn't like this movie, then basically this is practically worthless for you. So overall, like, basically, you're gonna love the movie, you're gonna love this Blu-ray as much as you will love the movie. That's all that it is factored. However, I will add in as a little bit of an extra that if you think that the movie is okay, you're not really that much interested in The Good Dinosaur, but you still think that it is pretty good, then at that point, maybe don't get the Blu-ray, but just get it digitally. Just download it on your computer and then, like, everything will be okay. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget guys to go on FilmBook.com if you guys want to go and check out all the latest news on movies and TV shows, and if you guys want to go and check out more reviews like this, or if you want to see other stuff that I do on the website, including Movie News Weekly, where I do a weekly video news about some of the, well, latest news about movies, and also the animation podcast, where I talk about the latest news in animation. Also, don't forget to go and check out my stuff as well, if you guys are interested in animation in general. And if you guys want to go and check out my full review of The Good Dinosaur, then all you have to do is go to my YouTube channel, Electric Dragon 505, and you can also go on my social media on Facebook, on the Animation Look Back Facebook page, and also on Twitter at Animat505, and also you can even go support my work at Patreon.com. So anyways, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see you later, dudes!